Yeah, the victim that we find in this particular case is Santa Claus. Basically, he is a man named Kris Kringle who states that he lived in the North Pole beforehand. He looks exactly like Santa. He behaves like Santa. Everyone just speaks so highly of him. And he works as Santa at a temp agency. He's hired out to be Santa at malls, etc. He lived above a toy store, and we're discovering that in the scene we're shooting today. He has cookies and milk in the refrigerator, and there's just an explosion of Christmas all over this apartment. He only wears Santa clothes, it looks like, when we look in his closet, and there's kind of casual Santa wear with, like, I don't know, flannel shirts and stuff. This is a man who really lived as Santa, and we're trying to determine if he really was Santa. But anyway, that's sad. He's found dead, and he seemed to have been a good guy. But then we discover things we're not so sure. He has hiding money in a drawer, and he could have been a pickpocket. We hear about a pickpocket, so I'm not so sure about him if he is the great guy that everyone thought he was. We don't know. Well, it just makes you want to sing Christmas carols. I've been whistling them all day long. It's so dangerous. We did a Christmas episode in the first season, and now we're doing one again. And it really gets you in the mood for Christmas, but it's October, so it feels a little weird. But, when you think about it, it's only a few weeks away. So I'm starting to think about Christmas presents and things like that, which you kind of have to think about early on now. So, I love Christmas. As when I was a kid, if it was in the middle of July, if it was February, if I was in a bad mood, the thing that would cheer me up was thinking about next Christmas. So, it brings me back to childhood. It's always a happy thing. You kind of want to be in cold weather, which our set is cold weather today because it's freezing. But I've been wearing a hat, which is nice. But it kind of puts you in the mood for milk and cookies and eggnog and all that stuff. Booth and Brennan may have a first kiss in this episode. We may be blackmailed into this kiss, but it may be enjoyed nonetheless. And it was pretty nerve-wracking and exciting to do that. So I think the fans will be pretty excited and intrigued by that. I suspected that something might happen like that between Booth and Brennan. So I can't say I was totally shocked by it, but I was surprised. Well, it's very awkward, kind of nerve-wracking, weird. I think they enjoy it. I don't know. I'm not going to speak for Booth. I don't know if I can even speak for Brennan. I don't write her, but I play her. But I think people enjoyed it. I mean, I think they might have enjoyed it, and I think that might freak them out a little bit. Ryan O'Neal plays my character's father. He is essentially an outlaw. He has murdered people. He has done bad things. He's stolen. He's just could be considered a very bad guy. At the same time, there have been reasons for the things that he has done. And Brennan has had to learn that sometimes people do bad things for good reasons. Sometimes, in certain situations, people end up forced to do some things. The people he killed may have been worse than him. Bad people. But, for somebody who has always been black and white, has always viewed the world as black and white, good and evil, Brennan has really started to see some shades of gray there. And I think, this is a father whom she grew up with thinking was this great guy, and she had no idea what was going on, that he had been a criminal, been an outlaw. and that essentially they were on the run her entire childhood. So she's learning to love a new person with all the flaws, accepting certain things and not accepting other things about who he is, and but essentially he's a whole new guy, and she's getting to know this whole new father that she has, and discovering some great things about him as well as some not so great things.